What's going on, guys? I know it's been a little bit since we put any content out, but been a busy year for us with the job and stuff like that, so you know, you got to keep the lights on, and that's what we've been doing, been working a lot. But we out here today filming this right here, my intro from the cell phone, so maybe won't turn out too shabby. We'll see. We up bright and early. It's cold. It's down in the 30s here in early November in Alabama, so that's pretty cool. Got some frost out. But plan is we're going to do a deer camp this weekend. We hadn't got anything on the ground yet for the freezer because of work-related issues. You know what I'm talking about. But we'll hopefully see if we can get something on the ground this weekend, at least put one or two in the freezer, hopefully. I'm on my way to meet Chris right now. We've had a couple of trail cameras out on the spot. A couple of spots, that is. Just kind of a little nervous because there's a lot of button heads. It's hard to see them buttons, and we're going to try not to make a mistake and get one of them. Maybe we can get a big doe in there, if I can tell the difference. Sometimes it's kind of tough, guys, you know, when you're up in a tree looking down at one of them button heads and they got a decent size on them. It's kind of, sometimes it's hard to see them buttons, but we'll do the best we can. First thing this morning, we're going to see if we can luck out and get a deer. After that, we're going to come down. Got the camping gear and everything in the truck. We're going to set up camp, get our tents and cots and stuff up, and see if we can scrounge up enough firewood to try to keep us warm tonight. It's rained nearly all week, so I don't imagine that's going to turn out too well, but we'll make the best of it. Hey, you know, we're away from work, fixing to be up a tree. Hopefully it'll be a good weekend. Been away from work, it's going to be a good weekend, whether you get anything or not. Maybe we'll have a decent video out of this or something. Maybe we'll put one on the ground. But guys, wish us luck. Good luck to all of y'all, and we'll see you from a tree. Alright guys, it's afternoon hunt this morning. We didn't really have any luck whatsoever. Seen a little buck come in, couldn't even get him on camera. Wind shifted and he busted us, but it's the afternoon hunt now. It's one of the coldest mornings we've had since bow season started this morning. And we're going to have another cold one tomorrow, so hopefully they'll be on their feet this afternoon. Chris is sitting over a food plot on the ground, so, and I'm going in here on a ridge point where it's been raining white oak acorns for about a week now, so let's see if we can get it done. Probably not gonna get a lot of that on film. My limb on my crossbow hit the cover on my camera. I thought I was clear. Gonna be some rough footage. Dang it. Hopefully it didn't affect the shot much. I thought I heard her go down. Gonna give it a little bit of time, maybe 30, 45 minutes, and I'm gonna get down and see what the blood looks like. Fingers crossed. Well, guys, I'm pretty disgusted and heartbroken. I've looked for 2.5, 3 hours. I don't know if I'm gonna find this deer. First off, it felt like it was a good shot, but the limb of my, is it the limb or the cam of my crossbow hit the sunshade on my camera, so I'll have to go back and view the Tacticam footage and see what it looked like. At the spot of impact, there's a good bit of blood, but past that I'm not finding any blood. Arrow looks pretty decent. Matter of fact, that was Chris texting me there. He's on his way. He had a spike in the field, so he couldn't leave. We have another person or two show up. We're gonna try to grid the area. It's really disheartening when things don't go right, especially when you wound something and the possibility that you may not find it makes me sick. It's really gonna be hard to sleep tonight. But I've already grid searched a little bit. As soon as Chris gets here, we're gonna fan out a little more. Maybe we can pull this one out. I'm gonna give it a shot. It don't always go the way you want it to, and it's really disheartening. But we're not gonna give up yet. We're gonna get out here and gonna give it our best to try to find this doe. Wish me luck. All right, guys. I was down in the dumps just a minute ago. I told you I had help coming. And this is where it pays to have help, because what I didn't realize, and I've already grid searched this, so I'm embarrassed. My deer is laying 40 yards over here. But just to be totally honest, apparently there was 3 instead of the 2, and I tracked the wrong deer as it ran off the hillside here, which is stupid on my part. And I got down looking for blood, and so I started in the direction that I saw that deer last, which I thought was my deer, which it was not. Thank God to my helper here getting here with superhuman eyesight. My deer's laying 40 yards right over here. I was too busy watching these that was barreling off the hill here during my accident when my crossbow limb knocked the top of my camera off. So apparently I just got discombobulated with all that ruckus going on. Got good blood right here. Maybe we can see it. There's my arrow, my bolt. Good blood on the arrow. That's what was shocking to me. I was like, golly, I know I made a good hit on this deer, because there's blood just all over the area. Them swackers just knocked the stew out of it, and there's blood here. But like a numbskull, I sat here and started tracking down. I was following the deer's path that I saw them make. So I'm tracking and couldn't find no blood. Well, I've done that 2 hours, so I just started gridding the area. Apparently, I just didn't grid far enough, because my deer's 40 yards right over here.
You can, honestly, if I could zoom in with this camera, you can see the deer laying there. But
thank God.
The good thing is why it always helps to have somebody to be able to help you kind of back you up a little bit, because, you know, what he thought he seen wasn't what he actually seen. And by me walking 2 steps over, I was able to see something that he couldn't see.
Exactly. 2 steps over, there was a spot of blood, and led right in that direction right there, and where the deer's laying at. I thought I heard the deer crash, but I was watching these 2 running off down the hillside here, trying to pinpoint them, because when the crossbow went off and it hit my camera, I kind of lost sight of everything, but I was watching the deer that I seen running off, so I kept trailing those deer, trying to find out where it was the last time I saw that deer. But what I didn't know was the one I actually shot ran in a different direction.
Well, what confused me is whenever I got here and seen the impact and all the blood on the ground, and for you not to find any more blood, something had to be going on there.
But that's where he said it pays to have a couple of different people to get out on your hands and knees, do some crawling. Literally, I was sitting here gloom and doom. I just knew it was over with. But it's just a total different direction. What, 5 yards off the path?
I'm telling you, that slacker, you knocked the heck out of it.
Literally, I was about to give up. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe hunting out of the saddle with a new crossbow, new broadheads this year, and it's like, God, please let me find this deer. I can't start the year like this. Come on, man, give me a break. That's the exit wound right there. Ants is already on her. Well, hey, I'm tickled to death. I'm glad we found the deer. That goes from ruining a hunt and a camping trip, which that's what we're doing. We're down here camping and hunting. And instead of going down and landing in a cot tonight going, oh no. I almost said a while ago, it's like, I don't even know if I want to get up and hunt tomorrow. Are you ready to get her out of here?
Let's get her out of here.
Let's get her out of here and get her gutted out, and let's get back to camp and have some deer spaghetti. Fatten our bellies up and get to bed. All right, guys, we got our deer taken care of. We took that doe. After we got her gutted out, we took her to a local processor here. But from one of our previous deer, on one of our videos, Chris may put a link in there for you. This is some of that homemade sausage that I'm putting together here. And what we're gonna do is have us a deer spaghetti tonight. It's something very easy that you can do on the tailgate of your truck. You know, it's not gonna be nothing homemade by no means. You know, get you some jar sauce, and which I like using sausage. I feel like it just gives it kind of a little bite. And man, it's smelling good. I like to use the AC Leg brand of seasoning for our sausage and snap sticks and stuff, and it really turns out well. But this is going to be a heck of a way to end the day. I thought forever it was that dough was gone. It was gloom and doom. It just goes to show you an extra set of eyes and somebody there to give you a hand, and how everything kind of turned around. So we'll get to go to bed tonight with a full belly and good memories of what took place today, and hopefully go back and Chris can get him one tomorrow. We're going to do our best anyway. So we're going to sit here and get our spaghetti done and sit down by our campfire that Chris has got going. And enjoy the afternoon, which is the afternoon. It's already 8 o'clock at night already. We'll bring you guys back when we get this spaghetti on the plate here. Tailgate cuisine on my cheesy paper plates, plastic plates. Boy, that sausage is the bomb in spaghetti.
It smells amazing.
We won't be able to sleep. We'll be so full tonight.
Might be able to sleep, but I don't know if we'll wake up.
It's gonna be hard to get a free stand in the morning. All right. This is where we're ending the video tonight.
Yep.
All right, guys. When you're hungry, this is pretty dang good. Let me try a bite. Woo! Hot, but very good. When you're freezing, good old hot spaghetti, easy to make. Guys, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us today and watching. We about to get in the bed and get after them again tomorrow. Hey guys, I thought it was important to stop the video right here because I kind of wanted to explain to you a little bit about what was going on with this hunt. The main thing is slow down when you get on a blood trail, because when Chris got there, we noticed that there was a little bit of blood splatter in the direction, so Chris went that way. But all of this made sense once I got back to watch the video footage. I feel like a moron because I didn't have the big camera on. It was either that or when it got hit by the crossbow, it just shut down altogether. So all the footage I had was on my Tacticam. But once we got home and viewed the footage, it's like, well, that explains what happened right there. When you take your eye off the animal, I didn't realize there's 3 deer there. The camera was picking up the 3 deer altogether, but I was so focused on those 2 because I didn't want to make a bad shot. Because like I said, guys, that one little doe had its head up under the bigger doe, and I didn't want to shoot the big doe and then shoot the little doe in the head at the same time. So once I noticed that it had moved its head, I took the shot. But to make a long story short, I about given up, but we was going to grid search one more time, and thank goodness that we had some help and we slowed down, and my helper got there and he noticed it right there 40 yards away, which was just out of my sight. There was my doe, and thank goodness it was. And it ended up a great weekend. We had that camp out that night, so and that night we had deer spaghetti. So all in all, I just want to explain to you guys what was going on. That way it'll probably make more sense to you. Slow down and stay on the blood.